Howdy, you guys. So before this live stream, this video kicks off, wanted to say a couple things. One, it's an hour long. You don't have to watch the hour. You don't have to watch any of it all. But if you decide to stick through the hour, I appreciate it. Rich, if you're watching this, howdy, buddy. How you doing, my good friend? How's the house going, Bubba? And hope you like and enjoy, Rich. Winning, and don't forget, Lil, I want to tell you something before this goes in, that way you don't go any further. Me and Dad actually have a cardiologist appointment coming up in about a week, I think. So when that happens, I'm going to record Dad asking about the standing up during the stent thing, and I'll post the video on here for you to see, Bubba. Just so your misinformation is done. And then we'll point out that you're a fucking liar, that this is actually a doctor that's actually performed a stent in my dad. That sounded weird, in my dad. But, yeah. And you bash your the boy you raised, because I don't even want to call you a dad, because you wouldn't know what the fuck that was, but bitch on the ass. You want to talk about the reasons why I hate you and why I don't like you? In this video, I do get a little bit heated. One of the reasons, Rich, just so you're aware, is because you lie about all the illnesses. The misinformation, but once you lie about gaining weight in less than 24 hours, and I had somebody I loved deeply, that's been in my life since the day I was born, die from this person swelled up and turned green as her organs shut down from this. And she's spitting up just, it was a very traumatic experience for me. So to hear, and I have a grandfather that's dying from cancer, as you all know, and I've said it enough. But you know what, Rich, when I find out any of this news, do you hear me on here whining about it? I may have missed it once. But do you hear me constantly on here whining about it? Oh, I lost my mom from this disease, and this disease, and this disease, or this illness, this illness, this illness. No. You know what I do? I shut the fuck up, because I'm a man. I make my car content, and I get on about my fucking life. You would know what that's like. So let's get into this video. Again, thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. See you wonderful people next time. Go check out everybody's in the channel description. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye. Howdy, fellas and fellows. How are you guys doing on this great? I think we're recording this on Sunday night, or Sunday morning. So, with that being said, we got a couple things I want to dive into. I do want to do a Fast Things beginning part of his live that he covered on this. Then we're going to come back to this video. This is my screen recording, but I want to go to Fast Things Live because I got some things I want to talk about.
You got something to say?
Holy shit, who would have thunked that one?
There's no reason for me to have it.
So, this is my good friend Fast Thing 89. Go check out his channel. He's another great guy. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to cars and things of that nature. And
this is a nice guy to talk to too.
I mean, him, Mako, everybody that's in this community, we're all good people. We're tired of these fucking parasites like Barry and Rich that just suck and take from this fucking world and never give anything back. They don't do nothing besides take.
You know, if what I heard today is true, I'm sure it is.
Well, Mary, when we talked to them on the phone, they weren't very happy.
Rich is in a world of hurt. I tried to warn him though.
All I can say is you can't defraud your fucking local soup kitchen, Rich.
Okay, this way, guys. Either he sold his house and he really fucking committed a big thing, or he didn't and still committed. Can't wait until they can come out and actually talk about the situation. That's gonna be awesome.
We were together for 9.5 years.
Listen.
So another 10 after that was the extent that I had. Got married at age... She was 45, I was 35.
She was 45, he was 35. Now, that's what he says about getting with somebody with a kid. For you to,
But you know, sometimes the thing
for
is
you to
too,
do what you're about to do, Rich, when your son, from everything I hear and everything I understand, is a good kid, a good man. You know, I'm not saying I've talked to him per se, but from what I hear, he's a good man.
like when you're in a relationship with somebody or as a kid, there's nothing that you say or do is going to hold any back because they won't allow you to show the kid, you know, discipline, morals, you know, because they've been used to things so far.
What morals or values or anything like that do you have, Rich? Okay, and here's something I want to talk to you about. Everything you said is a bull-faced lie. Straight up. See, you're his stepdad. You were married, right? That means that you disciplined him and everything else. So that's a lie. I don't know any woman that's going to be like, oh, you can't discipline this kid. Especially dad's not in the picture.
What Rich is trying to say is she wouldn't let him beat the shit out of her kid,
Yeah.
is what it amounts to.
What Rich is trying to say is that when he got violent, she stepped in and just probably took it. Because anybody that would come at an old lady like he came at her yesterday or the day before is a violent person. We all know that Rich can get violent with women. I mean, we've all seen the records. So now you're calling your stepson, he don't have no scruples, no morals, no values because his mom wouldn't let you beat the tar out of him. That's what you're saying. Who talks about their kid like this? Because like or not, he was your kid. Who can say this about their own fucking stepson or kid at their who could do this? Do you understand how you fucking sound, you piece of shit? I would never ever say this about Mikey. Not in a million fucking years. What the fuck is the matter with you, Rich? You were the one that wasn't taught morals or fucking values.
So
The
go
way that they've been raised. You know, usually single kids or only one child usually doesn't have to put up with that. And that's the way of the world today.
I know people that's the mother and the father biological both, and the mother won't let the father beat on the kid or whip the kid or whatever. Not beat on him, but whip him right there.
What the fuck are you talking about, Rich? You're trying to, what, discredit your stepson for what? He don't want nothing to do with you.
What did he do to you, Rich?
You not come over for Christmas? I mean, because from what I hear, he don't want to party you. His mom left you 11 fucking years ago and he said sayonara. You weren't a fucking father. You were a fucking disease that they cut off of their life.
And you're supposed to correct the children when they do wrong. But you're not supposed to emasculate them, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like... So you one
How do
day...
you
So, hang
emasculate a
on.
girl?
So you one day emasculate your stepson? Is that what you're saying?
No, they're saying you're supposed to.
Well, why would you put that in? Why would his mom emasculate her son? Rich talking about disciplining this kid. Mom wouldn't let Rich discipline him, but then he goes in and you're not supposed to emasculate your kid and tries to play it off like she was doing it. No, you were probably trying to emasculate this poor kid. He's a man now, but... You were a fucking disease, Rich. You are the true embodiment of a fucking disease that should be cut from the world.
Very people like him.
Yeah.
You have a bird or something right now?
I don't know. Who says that about a kid they supposedly loved and cared about?
Big fat thing's got ghosts.
What kind of fucking Delbert set? I mean,
So that's pretty much all I gotta say about it, though. You know, because like I said,
listen to
this
this.
way you guys know, the real me and not what they conjure up or twist around or
Let's get one thing straight, bitch. There's nothing to conjure up. There's nothing to be misleading. It's your fucking words. It's your fucking actions. And when you're so fucking ignorant and stupid, you can't see that those followers you have are setting you up.
I want to know how you're going to explain what's coming your way, Rich. How are you going to... Because it's going to be public record when it happens. I mean, so there should be proof of it. How are you going to get around that and explain that one?
Yep.
Trying to destroy or whatever the case may be.
Listen, Logic.
This guy's a nervous wreck.
You should be.
Oh, yeah.
You should be.
Listen to this.
Keep making up more lies,
Like
Rich.
I said,
Listen.
I don't have a criminal background. Never have.
Oh, really? That's not what the law says.
There's no reason for me to have that. Why would I want to?
Hang on.
What's the point behind it?
Hmm.
If you had a criminal background and you did things wrong the wrong way, you wouldn't be able to have a job or anything. You'd be like,
Are you retarded?
Hang on. We're gonna let him finish the sentence before we talk about this.
This guy lies so much he believes his own lies. He thinks they're true.
and I'm sorry, but I don't want my life like that.
Okay. For those of you that know, Dad's a felon. I've never been in trouble in my life. I've got a seatbelt ticket. That's about it. An expired tag ticket. That's about it. Dad, talk.
I've had so many good jobs, dude. I mean, I was a boilermaker, man. I mean, I was union. I mean, you're so full of shit, Rich. Just because you get a felony, dude, don't mean you
Doesn't
get a
mean
job.
you're a bad person.
That's what bugs me about a lot of people. Oh, I got a felony ticket. Yes, you can get a job. You might have to work a little harder at certain jobs depending on your felony, but you can find a job. You don't have to get a job, Rich, because you're a felon. Don't stop you from doing. The only thing that stops you from doing is own a firearm.
Which is why Rich don't have one. Rich wouldn't know how to
But
fill
if
out
you're
a
a
fucking...
rapist or a pedo, then you don't deserve a job. You don't deserve anything. I mean,
And here's my thing. Rich, you wouldn't even know how to fill out a 4173, motherfucker. That's the truth. Anybody, I don't need to go into school. Anybody knows that's ever bought a firearm knows what the hell that is.
I wouldn't want my life like that anyway.
Your life's shit.
No point behind it.
Exactly, brother.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God, I've been sitting in this parking lot for 2 hours.
But he's got a life.
Might be a job.
I don't know, I guess.
What a wonderful life, right?
Time to sit on your fucking ass.
And it's funny, all the things they have over here, but the Walmart is across the highway.
Alright, you guys. There is more to this live. I've only watched 4 minutes of an hour and 35-minute live. If you guys would like, please go check out Fasting 89. You guys can watch the full live and check out Mako. I'm going to move on to our screen recordings, which I had got in late to Rich's live, so give, some credit to these guys. These guys hopped right on it and got right on it.
It's a ball. There's people that are my age, It's not like, not an assisted living thing at all. There's people that are my age, Aside of that, nasty face on me all throughout.
You guys are gonna see a lot of skipping through this because
Yeah, so I had a nasty face on me all throughout the time I was actually in the senior center yet.
bullshit, Rich. You're always arrogant, and hateful. But I know why you're just so disgusted with the way your life turned out. I bet if 20-year-old Rich seen how his fucking 50-year-old Rich's life turned out, he probably would have suck-started a shotgun.
Today was like this. And they're all sitting there talking about, the people that are talking trash about me. They're like, oh, he's sitting there talking to this lady with a look of disgust on his face. And
Hey, Richie, look at all of our views. on videos about you and Barry, and then look at you and Barry's views. That's all I got to say. So, pointing out your flaws. Who likes who more? The guy that spouts the N-word off at people in traffic and does multiple bad things, or the people that are proving these people to be fucking bad people and just good versus evil here? Because that's all this is good versus evil. Because, Rich, I'm going to prove my point. Okay, remember that Tammy chick I did a video on a week or so ago? She hasn't mentioned me. She's left that video alone. She's won about her life. Have I done any more videos about her?
Not yet.
You know why that is? Because she's left me alone. She hasn't mentioned me. One video is good enough. You and Barry, though, took it a step further and proceeded to mention me.
Some crazy shit.
And proceeded to mention me. Then it was, okay, let's go full speed into you two motherfuckers. If you just kept your fucking mouth shut, you and Barry, nothing would be happening. And Makos gave you an out going live with them. Let them interview you, Rich.
Hell, anybody with us, yeah, I mean.
Fuck, I tell you what, dude. We'll all hop on a panel with you, and I can keep my eye. I'll freely admit, I'll call you Rich. I won't call you Jabba, but we'll all hop on live with you, and we'll just ask you questions, and you can just answer them. And we'll see how the night goes. Fuck, if you don't want that, go on just with Mako. Go on with Jeff. Let him interview you. Don't worry about the comments. You don't have to pay no attention to that shit. But you won't, because you're a fucking coward.
He's acted all, what the hell is it? Nasty with an attitude. I'm like, I'm not talking nasty to anybody with an attitude. I'm just like,
anybody that watched that video could see that you had an attitude. And I'm pretty sure the senior center even seen that, and I'm pretty sure they weren't very happy about you saying the N-word and other things, Rich. So I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see some interesting stuff coming up.
like hearing stuff that I don't want to hear. It's like your parents telling you what they did behind closed doors. You don't want to hear that either. You know?
Then why not move tables? Why are you gonna sit and shush this old lady? Because you shushed her. Shut up, I'm doing a live. Shh. Fuck you. I would have told you to eat my left nut. Told you to kiss my white ass.
That's their business. You do what you got to do. I don't need to know about it.
You wasn't laughing like that about it and cutting up, but you was all pissy about it. I mean,
I'm not going to go out there and blurt out what I did behind closed doors. It's not anybody's business.
Rich, nobody wants to hear about you and your pocket pussy, Bubba. Just so you're aware. Nobody wants to hear about that. Jar of Vaseline, man, and that we don't want to hear about your Saturday night.
Guy's got a shirt on that says, I like fishing and maybe 3 people. Oh my God. Hey, see if there's anything available. You know, after I get off of here. I figured the guy that, that actually has my car on his property, I figured he didn't want to be bothered because, the first couple of times I went there, he kind of like, he was all right, but you don't want to wear out your welcome. You don't want to sit there and have people disgusted with you being there all the time, And I don't know. I didn't ask him, so.
What do you think?
I didn't hear what he said. What he said.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
You're welcome. You don't want to sit there and have people that. I figured the guy that, that actually has my car on his property, I figured he didn't want to be bothered because, the first couple of times I went there, he kind of like, he was all right, but, you don't want to wear out your welcome. You don't want to sit there and have people disgusted with you being there all the time, And I don't know. I didn't ask him, so. I don't know how he feels about the whole thing, but.
You hearing that, Tom?
Yeah, what's he feel about what whole thing?
The way I'm gathering, Rich is sleeping on his couch. You don't want to wear out your welcome. Da 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 da.
Because he said he's only been there a few times, so he's still on his couch. He's been there every night, But
well, he went to stay with his brother a couple times, which I want to talk about that. Hey, Rich, ain't your brother on Section 8 housing? Something like that? Government housing?
Yeah,
We'll see.
rich.
We'll see. If somebody can find out which housing projects in New Jersey your brother stays at, and they can call in people, then your brother and you will both be.
You're allowed to have people spend a night, but you're only allowed to
Not multiple nights. See, Loser Moi has dated a girl that lived in the projects. And I know for a shadow of a doubt, and you can say it's state by state, Rich, but it's not.
It could be. No, it could be, but it's still going to have a limit. It's still
You
gonna
can
have a
only
cap on
stay
how
there
much time.
so many nights. And trust me, in the projects down here, security patrols looking for the same cars over and over. I know because one night, I had to go out and get something out of my car, and a police officer, security guard, stopped me because I had a firearm in my hands. Well, I'm not going out in the projects without a fucking gun on me. It's just not gonna happen. I don't trust anybody anymore in this world. I damn sure ain't going nowhere without my side piece. But like he said, you can only be here, like, I think it was 8 days. It was the longest you could be there. And after that, they look without housing authority, and consequences.
You have to go over so many days, so many weeks or whatever, and you come back.
And I don't want to keep that on there forever either. So.
I'm curious, is your brother a piece of shit like you or not?
Oh, fast thing. If you're watching this, man, that's a really nice M&P. Is it a 45, 9? What is it? I forgot to comment on your post. I've been looking at a High Point.
I have to look at that
They're
then.
cheap and they're ugly, but they're pretty good guns.
Who you talking to, Jeff? Me or Sonia? Oh, I guess you're talking to me.
Now, if you're
At the
talking a lot
moment,
shit
nothing.
about your brother, I'm surprised he does anything for you.
I don't want to go out drinking, so, that's not my thing, you know that.
No wife
I
on the
don't
beat no
drink, I
more.
don't do drugs.
You're a crackhead.
Jersey is kind of lame as far as having anything to do anymore. It used to be a time where you had roller rinks, you had movie theaters that weren't expensive. You had a whole bunch of things you could have done. Go to a diner or something. Even that's expensive anymore.
Jesus Christ.
And they charge out the wazoo for that too.
Didn't you just sell your house for $60,000 there, Richie Rich? My good friend, my pal,
My best friend. How you doing, best friend? You being homeless for New Year's? Or did you go get you a $60,000 camper?
Hey, Rich, don't worry. Your time being homeless is coming to an end, buddy. You're about to get 3 hots in a car, I think. You have a roof over your head and food in your belly, buddy.
And trust me, when one of them guys in there gets you, you won't be lonely no more.
Haven't lied to you yet, Rich.
Just remember, you melt down skills for lipstick on date night.
No, you soak them in water, they say.
Oh, soaking in
Soak
water.
them in something. And you take some dye off of it. Food called.
Yeah, Dennis, if you want to add me on Facebook, you can. Unless you already are, I don't know. I have no idea who is and who isn't.
Guys, it's Richard Fuller, just so you guys, just in case you guys don't know. I don't do with that information as you must.
That way, in case you see something, and you can just message me,
Why does another grown-ass man have to look for you a place? I'm confused. Are you a man?
Who's going to pay for it now, Rich?
I mean, what I'm doing, yeah, it's not hard, Jeff.
Rich, if it was
It's
hard.
not that hard, Jeff, but
Rich, if it was,
depends
let's
on
face it,
what
if it was hard, you wouldn't be doing it. Look at the 57 Chevy.
it is you do as far as work goes. I mean, no matter what state you go in, you're going to have bus drivers because you got kids that are going to school.
Yeah.
That's like, something you
Bitch,
can't
you ain't
avoid.
no bus
so.
driver. You're a fucking, you drive for a third-party van company, bud. You're basically a full-time Lyft driver. That's all you are. You're an Uber bitch. Not really nothing wrong with Uber drivers. Please don't
Yep.
get like that.
I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm
He's a
going to try and
Lyft
get that one
driver without
that's
the mustache.
I mean,
$7,900. I'm going to see about that. See where that goes,
I bet they'll know if you
Good, how are you?
$2 grand in the bank.
See, I don't even advertise that I'm on.
Hey, Rich,
YouTube or anything
one of them
like that.
commenters or me? Which one
Only
is
to
it?
a couple people that I do that to. But I'm not interested in having full blown, people like recognizing me when I'm walking down the street or I'm in my car or something like that.
Well, you ain't gotta worry about that, buddy.
You know?
But we're working on making it popular like that.
Are you fucking delusional?
Calm down, Barry.
What the fuck?
Here, come to the front door. Rich 220's here, folks. Rich 220's here.
We're with Rich 220.
Yeah, but
And what kind of fucking name is Rich 220? Like, let's really discuss that. What the fuck name? What does it even mean? I guess your fucking name. What's the 220 stand for? Your weight when you were fucking 20?
My address or something.
Is that your porn star name? Was 220 the name of your fucking dog?
problem
That's
is, it's a long distance to travel there, Jolly. It's not
Is that how much water weight you've put on in one day?
convenient for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had people telling me, like, I had that woman that lived in,
Oh, here we go.
what the hell was it?
The
Virginia
Canadian
she lived in.
girlfriend.
She wanted me to move down with her, and I just, like, kind of...
Oh, she's my girlfriend. We were talking, but I can't remember where she was. Then she was just putting me in the friend zone.
It, you know, I guess. I could have been with her, but
Listen to this
I don't want to
bullshit.
be like, a burden to somebody, you know what I mean?
Huh?
Like, that's not what I'm there.
Bitch, that's all you are is a burden.
Make up your mind, bro. Did
For.
you break up with her
I'm
because
not there
her
for
family's
that.
put it in her
part.
head
I'm
she
there
needs to put on the
if I'm
property
there for
and
anything,
everything
it would be a
else?
relationship.
Or is
nothing
he going
more,
to be a burden on her?
nothing less,
You're
I'm
lying
not
on
into,
your life straight.
making a nuisance out of myself.
You are a
And I don't like
nuisance.
to hang around people
Rich,
when...
look at the hotel. Look at Walmart. Dude, you can't go anywhere without being a fucking nuisance. You're one step away from being a fucking beggar on the street corner.
Hey, Rich, at the very least, your world keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, don't it?
When, when they allow me to do something, I give them their space, No, I know. Now, there's nothing for me here anymore. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we got people that are sitting there saying that I didn't have this and I didn't have that. Yeah, I had all that stuff. I had that at age 35.
Bitch, you had it at 30 fucking 5. Dude, most people have that shit in their 20s.
Hey, Rich, if you had it, you'd still have it, bud.
Yeah, you lost
You
it.
mean the bank had it, the loan company had it.
He's talking about a wife and a kid. Dude, Rich, you only dated one woman and you married her and she got shit full of your shit and kicked your ass. Well, she kicked herself out because you were an abusive piece of dog shit
Or you
on
dragged
the
her out.
bottom of
Or
Barry's
you did.
shoes.
Yeah, you dragged her.
was married at age 35. I had my...
Because listen, people like Rich don't ever truly love anybody. They love themselves.
Dude.
And once you truly love a child, even if that child goes away, you're still going to love that kid.
I would still be in Mikey's life. I would never, it wouldn't matter what he did in this world. I would still never utter them words to make him sound like he's a bad person.
As a normal human being, then you deserve everything that comes to you.
Hey Rich, you like to say
And
that
believe me,
you
it
like to
does.
say that I'm not working with a full deck and my dad's not working with a full deck and we see something totally opposite. Well, how the fuck did this Walmart see it? The fucking hotel see it? How is another place about to see it? How is that? So we're all just seeing things differently. And Rich, he sees everything right, and everybody else sees everything
You
wrong.
make a good point, son. So what? We brainwash these other places, Rich, into thinking you're a bad person? I mean, so somehow we trick these other people into thinking you're bad and the shit you're doing is wrong? That's a good point, son. Explain that.
Always treat the other people the way you want to be treated. And if they don't...
Yeah, look how you treat that old lady.
If I'm fucking up like Rich out here after the pool, I hope somebody busts my head.
Hey, Rich, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If I sit down with the old lady, I wouldn't be telling her shush. I'd be listening to, even if I didn't care about what she had to say, I would listen to what she said. I would say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I would keep it legit like that because that's respect. Because people like her, the older generation, might have put down so your fucking fat ass, my ass, and everybody else could be here. Without them putting in the work, you wouldn't fucking be here, you fat low-life piece of shit.
Fuck, you want to draw Social Security? If their Social Security,
Treat you right, treat them the same way.
Dumbass, it ain't what you paid in. Idiot.
And I'm not talking about holding a vendetta and, coming after them and, tearing up their property or ripping apart their life or trying
Rich,
to make...
I would like to see you try. From tearing up my property, I'd really like to see that one. I would fucking love it.
I'll give you gas money.
I will buy you a plane ticket if you'll come do it.
Alright.
To trying to destroy my... Do it! Come on, you think you can do it? Do it! I ain't got no skeleton. You're just mad because me and Dad own everything that we are. Well, I'm not nothing, but Dad owns everything he is. Listen, Rich, I'll tell you the truth. See, me, I'm a little bit of charming wrapped up in a whole lot of arrogant douche. I know this. And I'm okay with that. See, self-aware, not self-aware. Self-aware, not self-unaware.
Their life miserable or whatever. I'm just
You
talking
lied about
about
having cancer,
trying
and at that moment, I knew
as
that I
simple as
wasn't done.
possible to people. That was back in '95 anyway. That was many years ago.
It wouldn't matter if this channel got taken down or not. I would start another one. I would still come after you harder than
I'm at a
ever.
shopping center.
Because you know why?
Catered.
You lied about
I'm
having
at home
fucking
right now.
cancer.
You lied about a bunch of serious health problems.
You had a guy, what?
Talking about you gained 80 fucking pounds of water weight.
Not overnight, you've been in the fucking
And
hospital.
overnight. That's another thing that pissed me off. Rich, you never loved somebody and watched them swell up because their organs are slowly filling and they're turning green and just retaining water, dude. I have. And once you see that, motherfucker, it's something you can't get out of your fucking head. Never mind the puking blood thing, or like that. Just the swelling, you can't get it out of your head, Rich. Another fucking reason why I'm coming after you, fucking piece of shit. If there was any justice...
Again,
Yeah, but
Really?
David, what they're doing here is a lot worse than that. They're
because I lived it.
If there was any...
I know about water
Rich,
retention.
you talk about how bad your fucking life is, you pathetic loser. I have went through shit, dude, in the past 3 years that would have crippled you. And you know what? You didn't see me on here whining and crying about my fucking issues. You know what would be the justice if you were sitting in a parking lot one day and a car just flew up and just boom. Be
Had a blowout right
justice.
beside you. You know what I meant, folks?
they're going past the line of, calling you out.
Rich, this is just getting started. I'm gonna tell you like I'll tell Barry, dude. I'll die on this fucking hill. People are tired of fucking good
People like you.
Good people dying. Why fucking maggots like you get to fucking just slide by. The water weight, dude, which and the cancer thing is the big issue, dude. The biggest issue I have with you.
Don't worry about the fucking skin.
Stint. That too, but those two things I have watched, either watching or have watched loved ones basically die from.
They're actually calling people. These people
It ain't over.
literally are trying to
And Rich, I'm gonna tell you this too.
No. Oh. What's the name?
pull what they call
Listen to this.
defamation of character.
Sue me then, fat ass.
Definition of character, huh, Rich? You don't even know the definition
And
of definition of
at
character.
this point,
it would be to spread a
this is
lie
real.
about someone that causes
It's not fake. It's not like, I'm sitting there, if I'm joking around with you about something, and, you and I go our separate ways. These people are actually taking action on something that you would say to somebody else.
Right.
and using it against you.
Listen, stop.
That,
Pause this. Listen, Rich, this is a fact. Words are actionable, Rich. Google that phrase. Words are actionable, bud.
People like you and Barry, and other pieces of shit on like TikTok and shit that are, there's tons of videos. Just Google bad TikTokers. Think you can get on here and just spout whatever bullshit you want without consequences? Guess what? It's the internet.
You can't get on here and talk about how you're connected to the mafia, how you can make people disappear with one phone call, and then a month later go into, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. You're never gonna see it coming, motherfucker. But words are actionable, Rich. There's
Mouthing off about
cause and action. I mean,
mouthing off about illnesses and shit that people have watched or are watching loved ones die from that are traumatic to them.
when you're a public figure like you're trying to be here, when you speak out, if you're in the wrong, then your words can be used against you and held against you. Period. That's the whole point of freedom of
That's
speech.
the difference.
To bust, to keep people
literally,
like you
they're
from
making
busting
phone calls and doing this shit.
And it ain't over.
Eventually, you'll get it.
That's the problem. That's what I have a problem with. Because now it's like these people are saying you don't have a freedom of speech. You can't talk.
You can talk.
You can't record a video speaking your mind unless you pay, with repercussions. For what?
Fucking exactly.
Hold on.
Freedom of speech has nothing to do with that, Rich.
Well, yes, listen, man. You got all freedom of speech you want, Rich, but there's consequences for the freedom of speech.
That's what this country's based on.
Think about this.
Shit. You can't say harmful shit. You can't say dangerous shit.
Think about this. You have freedom of speech, yes, but can you walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, I'm going to kill you?
Right.
What happens if you do that? You go to jail, right? Then you had freedom of speech. You had the right to say that. But there was consequences for you saying that.
You can wholeheartedly 100% walk outside and say, I'm going to kill you, bitch. I'm going to cut you up tonight. You're dead. You can 100% do that. You won't get charged for freedom of speech shit. But you're going to get charged for intimidation, terroristic threats, fucking whatever.
Freedom of speech. But it's not based on slander or defamation of character.
What?
And if that's what they're going to pull, then that's what that is. And it's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with YouTube at this point.
I thought you thought you were mad at YouTube when it take us down and shut us down.
That's a problem with this, is that they actually are posting the likeness of me on their page. And
Which I can. Free reign.
doing it. That's the problem.
You're just mad because you're being outed as a bad person. That's all you're mad about.
There's a thin line between one and the other.
Listen, you and Barry would be all for it if I was posting these videos talking about, yeah, Rich, you're the man, dude. You're the shit. Everything you say is the 100% legit. You're the man. You and Barry would be fucking
You'd be
loving.
like, let's do a collab, man. Let's get together. Let's do this shit.
It's like, okay, take it with a grain of salt and just move on. Another one is where they're actually acting on it. Not words, but actions. And when they're making actions that are false...
Listen, Rich.
Hold on. Stop for a minute, Austin. Rich, I abhor you. What did we accuse you of that was false? That didn't happen, wasn't said, whatever the fuck. Put it out here, Rich, I will apologize.
And they're acting on it.
I was wrong.
That's when it becomes a problem.
It's funny, the people at Walmart seem to think it wasn't false if you so feel like it's false.
It's only a problem for you because you're the guilty party.
Yep.
You're about to be really upset.
You don't believe, Rich, that they're fucking trying to set you up? Your own fucking subscribers, dude? Are you in the parking lot of the motel? At the motel? Why would they ask you that, Rich? Why would everybody be asking you where you're staying at, Rich? Why? Because to set you up. Nobody in this comment section likes you just because they pretend to. Read through their comments, dude. See the bullshit they're spewing. And not all of them, because there's some higher YouTubers on here that do care about you, do try to help you. But for the ones like that, you in the parking lot of the hotel, why would they ask you that, Rich? Where you staying at, Rich? Why would they care about that, Rich? It's to get you to slip up and say so your haters can see it. Tell the people you're staying with what you're about, and then get you vermouth from there. And what's it matter? What we do in our personal life, we want to call and bug people, we can do that.
If you put the information out here,
And that alone is reason for me to want to quit YouTube, period. Because I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to
Well, Rich, right there's the solution to all your problems, dude.
sit there and I'm trying to get them to stop. That's all there is to it. But because they hate people, that's what they thrive on. That's what they live on.
I dislike you because I have family members having the illnesses and shit that you have. Fuck the. I could get past the misinformation, the valve release pistons, things of that nature. When you claim to have heart attacks, but you're not on nitro. Claim to have a stent, you're not on nitro. Claim to have cancer because you think you have a pussy mole on your back. Claim to gain 80 pounds of fucking water weight in a fucking 2-hour span. That's when I draw a line. That's when it's like, okay, this dude deserves for everybody to know what kind of person he is. Hey, and when it's put out here like these in these videos, people have a right to make their own decisions. They can either say, hey, yeah, this dude's a piece of shit, or no, he's just an old fucker that don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And that's the only thing that they're here for.
Hey, Rich, I have a car channel that's 10 times bigger than yours, just so we're aware.
Why anybody would be here for any other reason? I mean, listen to you complain about us? I mean, what the fuck?
He gets told here in a minute about it.
And it's not just me saying it. Look at their page. Look at Brian's page.
Look at both of mine.
Ask Joe Mad. Joe Mad, how many times
Be
has
sure to
Brian
subscribe to
posted
both, by the
videos
way.
on his page? Or said something
It'll take me
about
4
on
years
his
to build a
page?
57 Chevy.
Or his channel. Every freaking time. Every time. And now we got these other ones doing the same thing, but they're actually taking pieces out of a video that will fit whatever.
Hey, Rich, you can't say that no more because I'm posting the videos when I do these lives like this one. This one will be up for everybody to watch the minute this one goes up.
Whatever they want to say, no matter how backward assed it is, okay? And
it's only backwards because your dumb fucking ass don't know how to speak. How about that one? There's your next lie. Because your dumb fucking ass don't know English and you can't fucking speak.
Out there, and then
you're the type of motherfucker that fell English class.
And that's bullshit, you know what I mean?
Spell ass fucking SSA.
You swat, man.
You know, you can't hate somebody that much.
Oh,
letting them get
you'd be surprised.
Rich, before you go on to say what you're about to say about the hate thing, there's a select few people in this world that if I found out they croaked, I would dance for joy. And there's only two, to be honest with you. And the other one's not Barry. I would just go about my day. One's a person that was close to me. The other one's you. If somebody came on and said you had a massive coronary and you killed over, dude, I would. It's raining outside right now. I would put a top hat on and go fucking dance in the rain. And have Cyndi Lauper girls just want to have fun playing. Just for the hell of it. Just to make a good fucking video. Because then I will take solace in knowing the fact that you're in a very dark and hot place being roasted like chestnuts on an open fire. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Good shit.
I swear, dude, I feel like he's causing wind shears every time it takes his neck and does, like, turns it right to left. Hey, Rich, are you why the UFOs are coming, man? Are they trying to land in your neck folds?
That's fucked up.
It doesn't matter about that because these people are doing this crap to me.
Hey, Rich, my last weigh-in, man, I went from 310 to 275. Oh, did you do that, Richie? Did you do that? Have you lost that much weight? Oh, no, you haven't.
Taken away from me to do things with my car. You know, what the hell's the point in doing that if I'm going to be, you know, belittled and you know, have my character...
Because see, somebody comments and says, all you do anymore is do videos. I'm talking about your trolls, you guys.
You're all over the damn place like I don't know what I'm doing. If you guys looked at the videos, you guys can see that I've done everything to that engine possible. Okay, I'm not a mechanic. I never said I was ASC certified, and I've told these people that time and time again. I am not an ASE certified mechanic. And Jeff, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not. I don't have that kind of experience. I don't have the tools for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Rich, you've been doing this stuff since, like you said, since you were a teenager. You would have came upon knowledge, and, you know, if not you, because you can't teach you anything. You can't fucking learn. It's fucking physically impossible. But an older person like me would learn from the old folks, like my grandpa, my dad, the not so old folks like Fastang, you know, guys like that actually know shit. When they tell you something, you learn it. You know, you listen. And that's how you learn. That's how you become a better mechanic. That's how you become a better person in life. All them things. By learning from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. Wow, there's some fucking information you probably haven't heard in your fucking miserable fucking life.
I'm not lying about that. I haven't been lying about it the whole time.
You are a fucking
I try
habitual
my best
liar.
with what I have.
Bullshit.
Sometimes my best isn't good enough.
Hey, Rich. I thought valve springs were just a bitch to remove.
But sometimes, you know, you can get things done without all that. Now, and I'll tell you the reason why, okay? Is because I don't want to see somebody else go through this. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why people don't do live streams. That's
okay. I'm gonna start doing live streams. I think whenever I start working on a car, I think I'm just gonna kick it on, just, you know, for the hell of it. Whenever I feel like it. I don't know when I'm gonna start, but stay tuned for that. It'll probably be on the main channel. But here's my thing for this, Rich. I haven't started on nobody besides you and Barry. I did one video about that Tammy, and she left me alone. She don't mention nothing about poor man's speed shop. So now if she called me a fucktard or something like that, then that's when we'll start doing more videos on her, because there's a lot to do on her. I'm just not gonna do it. You know, one video, you leave it alone. You and Barry couldn't leave it alone, so you two are my bread and butter, per se.
the reason why people don't do videos anymore, because this is...
You more, because Barry's canceled. Barry's done. His numbers are fading. His fucking subscriber count's fading. I still do them here and there. I'm not gonna do one tonight because it's kind of late. But after I get done with you, I'm gonna edit this video, put this video up for my fucking lovely 600 and some subscribers on this channel. And then I think I've got a video to do for the main channel, which has over 1,300. So just saying, not to toot my own horn. Toot toot.
This is what we got to deal with. Right, but the other problem is right now I'm having the problem of trying to locate another place.
See, somebody said something, well, why don't you work on your car? And then this is what you'll say about his house. I'm not a fan. It's just more bullshit for like a minute. The live stream went on for another hour. I didn't feel like watching it. I had got enough for content to make you guys a video. I didn't really stick around much after this point. I clicked off. I went and watched, I think, one of Mako's videos while I worked. Because when I work, I like to, watch the guys that are in the community and other guys that aren't in the community that I just like to watch. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much love. You guys are all awesome. All you guys that watch this stuff. Again, go get Mako, Fastang, You Dizzy, Jinx Clover, Don Lee, all them guys that... So if you see them fucking comment in the comment section, and you can click on it, see how many times they commented. If they comment a lot and they're in the community, give them some love, give them subscribe. I don't care if they put out a video or not. Give them some love if you feel like it. If not, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. My name is Austin. My dad's name is Jack. We do reviews on this channel. Our main channel does classic car content, four-wheeler content, scooter content, whatever the hell we feel like doing. We do. Mostly car content. So with that being said, it don't take us 4 years. And remember, Rich, there's no place like home.